What's going on, guys? I'm as always Mr. Grimreaper 2 with the one and only Dark Knight 987, and welcome back to Tom Hanks Week. Sorry, guys, we have not been on YouTube in a while. I was in the hospital again. Can't help it, but whatever. And a bunch of other shit happened, so that I will not talk about. But, you know, everything will be okay as far as everything else goes. But anyway, that's besides the point. But, yeah, we're going to finish the rest of Tom Hanks Week tonight. And by the time this video goes up, I'll probably be working on videos tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Saturday, I'll probably be working on videos depending on how I feel. But, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, we're going to talk about the last four Tom Hanks movies that we got here for you guys to end off Tom Hanks Week, starting with the 1998 film Saving Private Ryan. Now, Saving Private Ryan was directed by the one and only Steven Spielberg. This film stars Tom Hanks, Edward Burns, Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore, and it also stars Vin Diesel. Just so everybody understands, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so we're gonna go through the plot. By the way, if you guys don't know, if you guys have no idea what's going on, for those of you who are new, we go for back in time. Usually, for back in time reviews, we always go through the plot, which consists of a lot of spoilers. So, if you have not seen this movie, stop what you're doing, click off this video, go watch the goddamn movie, and then come back.
Yeah.
And you'll know what the hell's going on. But we're gonna go right into the plot. We're gonna talk about the film. I can't show any goddamn fucking clips for this movie, because the last time I tried to show clips, YouTube told me to go fuck myself. But I'm gonna tell YouTube to go fuck itself, because yeah.
Yeah, just a bullshit thing, but anyway.
Yeah, so fucking YouTube. Before I go any further, fuck YouTube, because you know what? I've seen other people use clips from movies before, and y'all motherfuckers never fucking fucked with them about it. So yeah, fuck YouTube. So that's all I gotta say about that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go through the plot. We're gonna talk about this. My foot is falling asleep right now, so I apologize for that. Wake up, god damn it. My freaking foot is falling asleep, so sorry, guys. I'm trying to wake it up. But yeah, we're gonna go through the plot, and yeah, so here we go. In the present day, an elderly man visits the Normandy American Cemetery and Memorial with his family. At a tombstone, he falls to his knees in anguish. On the morning of June 6, 1944, American soldiers land at Omaha Beach as part of the Normandy invasion. They suffer heavy losses in assaulting fortified German defensive positions. Captain Miller, played by Tom Hanks, of the 2nd Ranger Battalion leads a breakout from the beach. Elsewhere on the beach, a dead soldier lies face down in the surf. His pack is stenciled Ryan S. In Washington, D.C., at the U.S. War Department, General George Marshall learns that 3 of the 4 sons of the Ryan family were killed in action, and that the 4th son, James Francis Ryan, is with the 101st Airborne Division somewhere in Normandy. After reading Abraham Lincoln's Bixby letter aloud, Marshall orders Ryan to be brought home. 3 days after D-Day, Miller receives orders to find Ryan and bring him back. He chooses 7 men from his company. Sergeant Horvath, Privates First Class Ribon and Cabarzo, Privates Mellish and Jackson, Medic Wade, plus Upham, an interpreter from the headquarters. They move out to Newville, where they meet a squad of the 101st engage against the enemy. Caparzo is killed by a German sniper who is then killed by Jackson. They locate a private, James Ryan, only to learn that he is James Frederick Ryan and not who they were looking for. From passing soldiers, Miller learns that Ryan is defending an important bridge in Rommel. Near Rommel, Miller decides to neutralize a German machine gun position at a derelict radar station despite his men's misgivings. Wade is killed in the process. At Upham's urging, Miller declines to execute a surviving German soldier and sets him free. Bad fucking idea. Losing confidence in Miller's leadership, Ribon declares his intention to desert, prompting a confrontation with Horvath. Miller defuses the standoff by disclosing his civilian career as a high school English teacher, about which his men had set up a betting pool. Ribon decides to stay. At Rommel, they find Ryan among a small group of paratroopers preparing to defend the key bridge, against an imminent German attack. Miller tells Ryan that his brothers are dead and that he was ordered to bring him home. Ryan is distressed about his brothers but is unwilling to leave his post. Miller combines his unit with the paratroopers in defense of the bridge. He devises a plan to ambush the enemy with 2 .30 caliber guns, Molotov cocktails, anti-tank mines, and improvised satchel charges made from socks. Sticky bombs, that's what they call it.
Yep.
Elements of the 2nd SS Panzer Division arrive with two Tiger tanks and 2 Marder tank destroyers, all protected by the German infantry because they are Nazi bastards. Sorry. Although they inflict heavy damage on the Germans, nearly all the paratroopers, along with Jackson, Mellish, and Horvath, are killed. Where am I? Upham is immobilized by fear. Miller attempts to destroy the bridge, but is shot by the freed German prisoner from the radar station, who had rejoined a fighting unit. Miller crosses to retrieve the bridge detonator and fires ineffectively but defiantly with his pistol at a German prisoner dead. At an oncoming tank. Sorry, guys. As the tank reaches the bridge, an American P-51 Mustang flies overhead and destroys the tank, after which American armored units arrive to rout the remaining Germans. With the Germans in full retreat, Upham emerges from hiding and shoots the German prisoner dead, which you should have fucking done to begin with, you idiot.
Yeah.
Having witnessed him shooting Miller, but allows his fellow soldiers to flee. Reiben and Ryan are with Miller, who dies from his injuries. As the scene transitions to the present, Ryan is revealed to be the veteran from the beginning of the film, and is standing in front of Miller's grave, expressing his gratitude for the sacrifices Miller and his unit made in the past. Ryan asks his wife if he was worthy of such sacrifice, to which he replies that he is. The film ends with Ryan saluting Miller's grave, thus ending Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you. Talk a little bit, dude, about what you thought about the film.
Sure.
While I try to get my leg back in situation. So go ahead, man.
Sure. I'm going to start things out while Ren gets his leg back in shape. I've been here, but I want to say the movie was a great film. And before I go any further, this film was selected for preservation. The film was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry of the Library of Congress as culturally, historically, or as shit they did. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I thought the movie was good. You know, when it comes to movies about war, you learn so much about what happened in the past and how things came to be. Of course, you know, I have Matt Damon's character, which we don't know in the beginning of the film, though. You don't know. Goes to a cemetery, and this is the grave. And you wonder what grave he fell to his knees at. But you don't know until the end that it was one of the soldiers that actually saved him. You know, World War II was one of the most, you know, the wars were very D-Day. Everything like that was most culturally historical in our world today. And so, and this one shows, you know, great version of that. You know, seeing many of our people what they do to fight for our country and stuff like that, sacrificing. So that's what I like about it. This is a great war movie. I really enjoyed it, and you know, I watch it again if I wanted to, and I probably will. You know, this was a good movie. Tom Hanks did. Everybody, all the cast was great. Everybody did their part. I mean, Matt Damon, Tom Hanks, everyone on there, all the cast, you know, did a heck of a job in this movie. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite war movies. You know?
Yeah. I'm back, guys. I'm sorry for that missing minutes. My leg is numb. So I had to deal with that. So I want to talk about something real quick. I want to talk about Upham. Upham is a fucking coward. Because first and foremost, I would have never let that motherfucker stay alive. I would have killed that piece of shit.
Exactly. You're at war with that person. You're at war with that.
I would have never let that fucking German stay alive. Because the fact that he left that German alive, Upham caused the murder of his fellow soldiers in that unit. Thus, Upham is a fucking coward.
Exactly.
But what did you think about him, dude? Like,
you know, I have to agree with Graham, and the reason is because, yeah, he is. Well, you don't let somebody like you're at war with the very people, with the Germans. You know, you don't let them live because you know what's going to happen. You let somebody live, that's going to 720 years later. It's going to come back and kill you. So, what you need to, and when it comes to war, you need to kill the person right off. If it means having to do that, you have to do that. Whatever it's, you know, if ends or but, you know. And, but yeah, he was just a bastard, man. Oh my gosh, really.
Yeah, he was a fucking coward. I thought that he was a coward. Miller, I give Tom Hanks a lot of props in this movie. Like, the ending of this movie tells you that he was gonna go out no matter what. He was gonna go out with a bang no matter what. Tom Hanks, Miller, lying almost dead, to finally shooting at a fucking tank. Just by himself. He's nobody's there. He's shooting at this tank, trying to make it explode. He's poor guy is bleeding out, and But yeah, I love Tom Hanks's character Captain Miller and then also you see, and also there's a scene in the movie too as well when they're trying to bury those German soldiers, and then they're also trying to bury their own. Tom Hanks, you see him vulnerable. You see his hand shake, and he's vulnerable. He's scared just like everybody else. But what did you think of Captain Miller, dude?
No, I Brim gave him Tom Hanks props. I gave Tom Hanks props too. The reason is Miller was, oh my gosh, man, seeing that part, my God, I'll tell you. Yeah, that shows you how Miller is just a great guy. That was one of the greatest characters ever portrayed by Tom Hanks that he's ever done. You can't have nobody like Miller on your side. I mean, come on. That's just the way I look at it.
Yeah, the one scene that made me cry the most is Wade's death. The medic. He because Upham decides to fucking leave a soldier alive, a German Nazi alive. Wade gets killed by German soldiers, and what happens is that they're trying to stop the bleeding and stuff like that. And the next thing you know, Wade is looking far off, and he's calling for his mother. And poor. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry again on this.
Yeah, that was a sad moment. That got me too. At the heartstrings, man. I mean, and him and me and Graham know the relationship with your mother is very strong one. But yeah, that team was. He gets you. But yeah, that was really sad. The medic died. Yeah, that was something. Let me tell you.
Yeah, because I love and what did you think of Ryan, dude? Like Matt Damon's character.
Matt Damon's character, Private James Ninja Ryan. Well, Matt Damon, good actor. I want to say that starting off, but I mean, of course, they're trying to find him, and they're trying to bring him back, and he wants to keep fighting. I mean, I think, I'm trying to find a way to. I can't figure out how to say it. I mean, go ahead if you want to say it.
Well, let me first things first. Let me talk about Private Ryan real quick.
Sure.
I thought when they first find him, he's sad about his brothers.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks that he was selfish, because this Captain Miller and his unit went out of their way trying to fight these goddamn soldiers. Even Caparzo said it best. They lost men to fucking find this one guy.
Yeah.
They lost men to fucking find this one guy. And that to me tells me that he was being selfish, that he was being a selfish ass. But
yeah,
I wonder what your take is, dude, because I'm wondering what your take is on this, on Caparzo, on Ryan, because that's my take on it. But what is your take on it, man?
Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of saw that too. That he was, you know, I mean, of course he was sad about his brothers, but then when he turned to be the way he was, you know, it's like, really? I mean, yeah, but the Grim's got the best of being selfish. You know, I saw that too. Don't get me wrong, but again, you know, I mean, and again, you know, you're sending. Okay, so they send these guys to go find him. And again, along the way, they lose all these men. They lose them on a mission. The mission is to find this guy, Private Ryan. You go through that hell, find him, and it really is like, really, you found him basically for nothing? I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree so much with Caparzo, because he even said it. He even told him. He told him to his face, "Hey, we lost men because of you. We lost men because of you. Because we had to fucking come find you. We had to search the entire fucking go through all this hell to fucking find this one guy." And I think what Ryan told them, that he wanted to protect the bridge. I get that he's trying to protect his post. I get that. But when you think about it for a second, he's being selfish. Because, come on, man. They lost way too many men.
Exactly. They went to hell.
And all hell broke loose. You know what I mean? But that's my take on the whole situation, on the whole shebang. There was some stuff that I love. There was a lot of stuff that I love about this movie.
Yeah.
When there's a part in this movie where Miller and Ryan sit down and talk about what life was like before the war. Miller talks about his time as a school teacher, trying to teach kids and stuff like that. And Ryan talks about his brothers and stuff like that, and it's kind of like a sentimental moment or sad moment, but it's kind of comedic as well. But this movie this movie is so fucking good.
Yep.
And it deserves to be in the film registry and the Library of Congress. It deserves it a lot. And not to mention that it lost a fucking Best Picture. It lost Best Picture at that year's Academy Awards. Because the Oscars are full of shit.
Oh, God.
Shakespeare in Love, yes, I've seen that movie. It's stupid and fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
This movie should have won Best Picture at the Oscars. At the 1998 Oscars, at the 1998 Academy Awards, because this film is really good. It's a really good movie. But what do you think, man? What did you think of Saving Private Ryan?
I thought it was good. Like I said, this was one of my favorite war movies that I really enjoyed. And like I said, I watched it again. And if you guys haven't seen it, you guys need to check it out for yourself. See just how it unfolds for yourself. And of course, it does deserve to be in the Library of Congress and National Film Registry. And yes, it deserves to win some more Academy Awards for Best Picture. Come on. I mean, I can't believe the Academies don't see that it should be at least Academy Award-winning movie, because you got some great actors in there. Tom Hanks, Matt Damon. I mean, come on. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
So I too thought it was good. I thought it was a great movie. And again, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to see it. Y'all need to go look for it online. Somewhere, watch it online for free. Do what you got to do. And trust me, you're going to enjoy this movie. If we liked it, we recommend it. So, yeah, I enjoy it as well. Good movie. Great.
And I bet you guys are probably asking, well, Grim and Knight, y'all love this movie so much. What do y'all give it? Well, the only other choice is to give it this. A 10 out of fucking 10. You goddamn right I'm going to give it that.
Amen to that.
Because it deserves all the accolades. Come on. It deserves all the accolades that it got. The Library of Congress. This movie should have won Best Picture at the Academy Awards at that year, as we said before. This movie is a fucking visual masterpiece. Everything in this movie is so fucking good. And if you have not seen it, please pick it up on Blu-ray or DVD or VHS, whatever the hell you like to watch it on. It's really, really good. And I'm gonna let Knight give his closing say his piece, and then I'll say mine. Go ahead, man.
Thank you very much. Yes, 10 out of 10. It deserves all the credit it gets. You guys check out for yourself. Watch it. You can find it on Blu-ray. I'm sure now Library movies are being released on Blu-ray, DVD. Go pick up a copy for yourself. Go online if you have to. Go to any of these movie sites that have any kind of movies you want and watch it. I would watch it again. I probably will, just to get familiarized with it. But again, I want to say that if you guys have not seen this, please see it. It is a hell of a movie, and yeah, enjoy. All I say is enjoy.
Yeah. So to close this, I think Saving Private Ryan is a really good movie. I enjoy it. It's a visual masterpiece, as we said before. Steven Spielberg knocks it out of the park again, and I think that this movie deserves a lot of credit for what it's done, for what it is. But yeah, so yeah, I gave it a 10 out of 10, just like Knight does. So coming up next, we got 3 more reviews for Tom Hanks week, and yeah, that'll be the end of it. So I am Mr. Grimreaper 2, along with Dark Knight 987.
Yep.
We'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.